Hi guys, it's Uga and welcome back to another video. Today I'll bring you my review for The Meet Cute Diary by Emery. This is a new release that I think came out this month, last month already, but it was on my most anticipated releases, I think, for the second trimester. And yeah, Meet Cute Diary is a young adult novel. The story follows Noah Ramirez as he's moving from Florida to California after he comes out as trans to his parents. While his parents are trying to make everything like change the house, moving everything, jobs and etc., he's staying with his brother, I think in Arizona. His older brother is already in college and he's staying with him in the summer. Noah has one big secret, which is a blog called the Meet Cute Diary, when he basically posts stories about trans people finding love and on these meet cute moments. For example, when you forgot a wallet and the other says, hey, you forgot your wallet, and you have that instant connection and everything goes from there. The problem is the blog is fake. There are not true stories. There are stories that Noah invented himself and make him pass as true stories. While he's in Arizona, he, for many reasons, blow up a credit card. His mother gave like $400 in a week, so he is forced to get a job. And in this appliance, he meets a boy named Drew, who is a fan of the blog. And he sees that because he makes two cute stories about him on the blog. And the story is there is someone, we don't know who it is, but starts to debunking Noah's blog, basically going on to statistics, how many trans people there is in one zone, how many people are LGBTQ, how many teenagers or people of that age. So it starts to make like debunking the stories and make, okay, this is weird, why there is like 1,000 trans people in just one small city or just in a big city, and it starts to debunking the blog and the stories and everything. So it starts to basically show the blog is fake and it's not a true story, it's fiction. So Drew, who is a fan of the blog, starts to saying to Noah, why don't we fake dating, because I love the blog and I want to save the blog, so I will definitely go fake dating with you. And Noah is like, yeah, sure, because he wants to save the blog, but he also thinks that by fake dating he will make Drew fall in love with him. So basically this is the story. Now the plot itself, it's I think nothing special. I hope it has a little bit of a twist or something different from the normal, but it's basically the normal story that a boy who starts fake dating, but then he understands the true love and blah blah blah. It's totally full of the normal cliches and very cheesy. I hope he had something different, when I look to these romances, I hope that the author puts some twist or puts some interesting aspect that change a little bit the story from the normal, and this didn't happen. Our main character, Noah, is horrible main character. I didn't like him at all. I don't know if it's because of my age or because of my background, but I definitely did not connect anything with him, and it has nothing to do with him being trans. It's his personality. He's very trash to his friends. He's mistreat his best friend, his friends around, his family. Like, he blew up $400 in a week when her mother said, like, okay, this is for emergencies. And then he go off like, when she's like, you have to get the job, like, what, I have to get the job, it's very annoying the way he is. You cannot feel any, I didn't feel any connection. There are a few parts that he was a good person, but those are not enough to overcome everything that he is. He's not a good friend for his best friend Becca. There is a kid that he knows, I think he's Devon, that from the camp that he starts working with his brother, that threw over him, and instead of being okay, I will be mad or at least disgusting, but I will be worried that someone threw over me, like, could be sick, it's something that is important. So, and no, he's very mad, and in the next day when he's trying to apologize, he just acts like a little bitch and like, oh no, like, what, it just threw off on you, he could be sick. And then we understand he has anxiety, so it's understandable. But I don't know, I didn't like Noah at all, all those things that he did, how he acts through the situations. It's not someone that I'll connect a little bit. It's annoying to follow him because he acts like he's the victim always. Like everything, it's others' fault. He just care about him. He doesn't care about anyone else. Other thing that I didn't like was the use of, but that is like, I'm being picky, but they say that the person who is debunking the blog is a troll. No, a troll is someone who plays with people or is stupid. No, he's debunking something and proving that he is fake. So how can he say like, oh, he's a troll? No, you are wrong doing it because you said it's true stories and they are fiction, which could be simply resolved by him saying that, okay, this is fiction, or by putting a post like, I'm setting submissions, because everyone could submit their stories, and he could, like, even anonymously or not, he could take into account what meet cute is for everyone in the world. So, it's weird the way he does and the way they deal with it. The relationship with Drew, from the beginning, we see that something is wrong in there, and everything comes to the end. It's nothing that we couldn't expected the way it developed. The cliches are all there, so you can expect a happy ending on this story. One thing that bothered me is Noah is very much attacked about people. For example, Becca starts to talk on Instagram with a girl that was from their high school, and they had like this girl society that basically exclude trans women, so they are what would call a TERF. But when she starts talking with this girl, she understands that the girl supports trans women, but the group itself, she didn't have a voice, and he immediately starts banging Becca's head like she's the enemy, without giving her a chance, because it's her life. And of course, if someone was against me, I will try to say, well, but she's against me, and if she tries to explain me, I will take a chance. For example, from the beginning, he's against his brother relationship without even knowing the girl. Well, in the end, we know the girl is not the best person in the world, but even though he doesn't give any chance. Another thing that bothers me is like, he's this with other persons, but when Drew says something very, very transphobic, he basically says, I can talk to him later. Like, what? Like, with the others who act like that, and with them, that he said he has I think it's a cousin who is transsexual. Don't you see that something is wrong? Did your little mind didn't click the points? Wake up. I don't know, I expected a little bit more of this. I like the representation, I like the way that the author used different pronouns on the story, which was, for me, was a new experience on reading, and it make sometimes, well, okay, this is easy, so, and but it's very easy to follow, and that was interesting. But the story itself, it's a normal story, it's a standard romance with sort of cliches, very sometimes cheesy. Noah is not the most likable person. His whole idea of romance and love is very over the top. If we compare, they are more or less the same age, like 2 years difference, so I'm not saying, I will say they are almost equal. From As Far As You Take Me, I don't know his name already, but the main character, As Far As You Take Me, with Noah from Meet Cutari, we see that even though in As Far As You Take Me he had this idea of the main interest, but he understood the things and he was like trying to move. Here it's just he thinks everyone is a romance and he follows several rules to everything. I don't know, I expected a little bit more. I don't know, I felt a little bit disappointed. I wanted something different, something that could change. It's not a bad book, but having a main character that is not likable at all, I think it make it difficult to like the book itself, because we will constantly be like, oh come on, you're doing this again, please grow up. I don't know if it's a generation thing or something that is different with me, that I didn't connect with someone who spent $400 and he's upset when they cut him off. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, yes guys, this was my opinion on the Meet Cute Diary by Emery. Tell me in the comments if you are interested in reading it, if you read it, what are your thoughts? I would love to discuss this. Yeah, I post videos every Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays, so I see you guys in my next video. Bye.